Hello, Planeswalkers. Wanted to talk about this AI thing with Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering. All right, I was watching an artist on TV talking about how AI is going to go away. Everybody's going to know that AI artists don't know anything and that it's all going to go away and we'll be back to natural art and artists will actually be hired instead of AI. And I agree with some of that, but there's parts of it I don't agree with. And my wife heard me watching that and she was all, oh yeah, AI is evil and all this stuff, it needs to go away and everything. And a lot of people feel like that. But I feel like AI is how we'll spread across the universe as humanity if we survive. I think we need AI in order to do that, and without it, we're not going to be able to do it. So the parts of the artist talking on that I disagreed with is I don't even think people really understand what AI really is. At the time that he was talking about how real artists are going to be hired and everybody that uses AI, it's going to be recognized and not used anymore and it's going to fail and people will go away from it. Didn't realize that as he was drawing on the computer while he was talking about this stuff, he was actually using AI. He was using masks, mathematical algorithms and stuff to select certain areas and then applying colors from a digital scale to his artwork. So he was actually using AI. In addition, he was probably using Adobe Illustrator, which in the last year or two, probably last year, they've actually more actively started using AI, where I've always used Adobe Photoshop, but I couldn't really figure out Adobe Illustrator or Premiere. I'm just not smart enough for that. And now that it has AI, I would consider using it again because actually I could tell it what I want it to do and then it'll help me figure out. Now, I could have learned how to do it if I was willing to do their tutorial, but I don't have the patience for that. I'm unwilling to do anything that's a tutorial or an exercise. I have to work on my own stuff right away or I'm not going to be able to do it. AI has been around since cars, since like the mid-70s, when I used to adjust the carburetor on my car, and I used to adjust the timing on my car manually for performance or whatever. And then we started having the computer adjust both those things. The fuel mixture and the timing advance is all controlled by a computer now. That's AI. So AI has been around forever. It's in everything. So there's no way you can oppose it. So Magic the Gathering got caught using AI, but they said that, okay, we're going to outlaw AI, which they won't be able to do. And they actually hired that artist when his whole entire webpage talks about being an AI artist, because somebody that can use AI is more valuable to the company if they have that ability. Where I work, there's a guy that uses AI and uses it really effectively. And I used it quite a bit. And I told my boss I was going to use AI and also write it on my own in parallel to compare the two, because I figured that using ChatGPT, it would be like the consensus of what was considered best practice. What I've ended up doing is actually just going with my stuff rather than the AI, because I just didn't really like it. But there will come a time in the future, definitely, where it'll be better than mine. there's already part of my job that I do with AI, and I actually think the quality is great. And it's just another tool to have on my belt. So when I first started playing Magic in 2014, I loved the art. Not so much Theros, but the rest of it. Like Battle for Zendikar and everything. This was all created on a computer, and it was kind of photorealistic or whatever, and I really liked it. Then there came in some anime art into the mix with it. Just like in World of Warcraft, there was a mixture of digital art and anime art that kind of crept into it, as well as the trading card game. And it's not my particular absolute favorite, although there's some of it I really, really love. It's not my absolute favorite type of art, but I probably just haven't had enough exposure to it yet. There's going to be a part of anime art that I just absolutely love. There are components of it that I absolutely love. So then I was watching, shout out to Alpha Investments, I was watching Rudy talk about the old cards from the beginning of Magic the Gathering. And he was saying these look like somebody actually painted them on a canvas rather than they were done on a computer. And I started to see what he means after a while, and I started to really value that type of art because I had to have Rudy be an art appreciation teacher for me and actually introduce me to it. And I've noticed that lately when I go on to Magic the Gathering Collection Builder, that the value of my alpha cards and stuff has gone up lately, probably because of this AI thing, that people are starting to really value artwork that's not been done at all, and maybe they realize that almost all of the artwork that's been done in Magic the Gathering is actually AI because it's been done on the computer, and that they're actually putting a value on this artwork that wasn't created that way, like in Alpha, Beta, and all the old sets, right? Kind of lost my thought. There was somewhere else I wanted to go with this. Well, I'm sure I'll remember later, and then I will make, when I remember, Magic the Gathering Opinion number 69. So thanks for the views, you all. I appreciate it. Please leave comments. I'd love to discuss this with you. But I just wanted to kind of bring up that point that it will make the cards that weren't created at all with AI, me considering Adobe Photoshop being AI, all the Adobe products being AI, more valuable. So thank you, Planeswalkers.